Brothers and sisters, I don't think I need this box, you know. Thank you, thank you. Can't see me now? Bring back the box, buddy. Good night, brothers and sisters. Let me hear you. UPP people. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely to be in this wonderful constituency of St. Mary's North and to endorse my Brother Chester Hughes, and to bring you greetings from that wonderful constituency of St. George. Brothers and sisters, I want to say just a few things because I want to release something tonight. Y'all have been asking for it, and you're going to get it tonight. You should have gotten it last week in your wind drops, but you're going to get it tonight. So I'm going to be very brief tonight. But I want to say this about Brother Hughes. Chester Hughes is going to go down in history as being one of the most big-hearted, magnanimous politicians in this country. Chester Hughes is going to go down in history as being the politician who left a safe seat in All Saints East and St. Luke and come out here in St. Mary's North to beat Malwin Joseph. And Chester Hughes is going to do it in grand style. You know, Malwin Joseph sits across from me in Parliament. And he is one of the most arrogant persons you can find. One of the most barefaced persons you can find. Somebody who can't admit when they're wrong. Plenty times in Parliament, he's going down a certain road, and you have to tell him that is not the right section. And he will never admit that he's wrong. But you know, the last sitting we had in Parliament, dear, we tell him, say your last goodbye, because Chester Hughes is going to put a whipping on Malwin Joseph. Because people of Jennings, I want you to understand that Malwin Joseph won the 2009 election by 18 votes. 18 votes. And guess what? You know that we had late start. There was a late start in many of the constituencies. And it is because of that late start, many of the senior citizens left and they didn't come back to vote for Bertrand Joseph. Malwin Joseph get away by the skin of his teeth. But this time around, Chester Hughes is going to put a whipping on Malwin Joseph. He's not getting away. He's not getting away at all. Brothers and sisters, I want you to go out in your numbers, walk up and down in Jennings, and give your undivided support to Brother Chester Hughes. Because we want, come whatever date the Prime Minister gives, when the vote is counted, Chester Hughes will be returned to the lower house in a different constituency. Brothers and sisters, I want to suggest to you that you be vigilant. I want to suggest to you that you be watchful. I want to suggest to you that you be careful. Because whenever the Antigua Labour Party is in opposition, they have a tendency of inciting violence in this country. They say they're marching. Tomorrow they say they're going up by the Prime Minister's office. They have a penchant this country. And when you hear, they realize that the UPP going to win a third term, they become angry, they become rabid, they become power hungry. But we're not giving them no chance to mash up this country again. Malwin Joseph, Robin Yearwood, Cutie Benjamin, Asat Michael, Lester Bird, they're all from the old guard, and we're not giving them no opportunity to mash up Antigua and Barbuda again. You heard last week Lennox Weston, in his very irresponsible and what I would call reckless admonition to the teachers of this country, to civil servants, to airport workers, to port workers, telling them they mustn't go to work, must shut down the country to get a date for the election. You ever hear such nonsense? But the people of this country, right-thinking Antiguans and Barbudans, rejected that foolish nonsense uttered by Lennox Weston. That is the kind of irresponsibility, that is the kind of incitement that they tend to do when they're not in office. Brothers and sisters, yesterday I got a call from my liaison officer as we were about to go into the constituency up in Barnes Hill, and she said to me, the building where my office is housed in Potters was stoned and they broke out the windows. Now you must recall, back in 2009, just before the election, they tried to burn down the office. But I want to say to the perpetrators, no stone and no fire and no weapon that is formed against this United Progressive Party will prosper. And that is why tonight I'm calling upon you to ensure in every constituency in this country you return the United Progressive Party candidate and ensure that this country remains in safe hands. Brothers and sisters, you know, for many years, for decades, in fact, 2014 will be the 40th anniversary of that great earthquake that destroyed the public library. And you know the Antigua Labour Party had the library pussyfooting with that library for so long. Well, I want to say to you tonight, brothers and sisters, the National Public Library of Antigua and Barbuda is going to be opened by this United Progressive Party government on April 9th, 2014. And all of you are invited to that opening ceremony. We're going to open and dedicate the National Public Library on the 9th of April, 2014. So keep that date in mind, because this government, this United Progressive Party government, is interested in the intellectual development of Antigua and Barbuda. And no country should be without a national library for 4 decades. 4 decades. It's a shame, a burning shame, that this country has been without a proper public library. But we are going to do it. We are going to do it, brothers and sisters. And so, I want to say to you, keep focused, keep committed, go out into the trenches, because, you know, UPP people, y'all love rally, you know. Y'all love drive up and down and show off with your big motorcade and whistle stop. But let me tell you this, it is in the trenches. It is not over until the last vote is counted. And so I say to you, go out every day, knock on doors, make sure you preach the message of the United Progressive Party, because we are the best government to run this country. Brothers and sisters, you have been asking for it. You have been begging for it. You tell me you love strength of a woman, but you want something hotter. So you're gonna get something hotter. So, wooden foot, let me hear it, Lorena.
Right now, it's all about the strength of a woman. It's all about Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. Jacqui, hey, in St. George's. Who the people want? Jacqui, St. George's. Who we voting for? Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. First woman in Parliament, keeping you nothing but the best. She provided employment and empowerment of schools in St. George's. No one the national school meal. She provided scholarships for youth of our community. So we voted dedicated leader, here to serve the people of St. George's. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro, in bands in the wind from power speakers and partners. Look around, you see all of the hard work. So on election day, it's UPP all the way, and we voting Jacqui all the way. Yeah, in St. George's, who the people want? Jacqui, St. George's. Who we voting for? Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. First woman in Parliament, keeping you nothing but the best. She provided employment and empowerment of schools in St. George's. No one the national school meal. She provided scholarships for youth of our community. So we voted Jacqui. You can be assured that 2014 and beyond, Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro will continue to serve you, upgrading, rebuilding, and more land allocation. And just a few of her accomplishments and visions. So right now, let us see you wave your hand for Jacqui. No matter what them try, them can't contest she. No, in St. George's, who the people want? Jacqui, St. George's. Who we voting for? Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. First woman in Parliament, keeping you nothing but the best. She provided employment and empowerment of schools in St. George's. No one the national school meal. She provided scholarships for youth of our community. So we voted Jacqui. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro. Jacqui, Quinn, Leandro.
You'll get it. So, you know, I just got it this afternoon. So I don't know the words very well yet. I played it a couple of times, but we're going to be playing that. Brothers and sisters, I love you.